The Greenbelt Police Department is asking for the community's help as their search continues for a Prince George's County teacher who has been missing for nearly 2 weeks. Greenbelt, Maryland is a suburb of Washington, D.C. located in Prince George's County with a population of 24,921 as of the 2020 U.S. Census. Greenbelt is credited as a historic milestone in urban development because it was the initial model for the privately constructed suburban, Washington, D.C., planned cities of Reston, Virginia, and Columbia, Maryland. During a Thursday morning press conference, Police Chief Richard Bowers said he wants the community to know his officers are still actively searching for missing elementary school teacher Mariame Toure Sylla. He also reported he has no new information on her whereabouts. Authorities said Sylla was last seen in the 6500 block of Lake Park Drive on Saturday, July 29 around 8 p.m. A relative reported that she didn't return from an evening walk in Shram Hills Park. Bowers said the community has spent countless hours searching for Sylla, but we still need help locating her. I am confident there's a person out there who has seen her or has information for her whereabouts. Mariame Toure Sylla was last seen in the 6500 block of Lake Park Drive on July 29, 2023. The longer that she is missing, the longer the search goes on, the greater our concern becomes that we won't be able to locate her in a safe manner, Bowers said. So obviously, time is of the essence on something like this, and we really need help in locating her quickly. The 59-year-old is an elementary school teacher at Dora French Immersion School where she's been volunteering and teaching for over a decade. Sylla is described as a 5'5" black woman weighing approximately 135 pounds, and was wearing a long dress and a scarf when she went out that evening. She is also known as Madame Sylla from her school and Mariame Toure. She was last seen by her son around 8 p.m. on Saturday when she left her home in the 6500 block of Lake Park Drive in the apartment complex across from Shram Hills Park. Sylla, who is Muslim, usually went for a daily walk after late afternoon prayer, said her friend Nana Sidibe. During those walks she would usually call Sidibe to talk, but that evening she didn't call because Sidibe was working. Instead, around 11 p.m. Sidibe got a call from Sylla's son, who is currently living with Sylla, to tell his mother's friend that she did not return from her walk. They then called 911 to report her missing. Her disappearance has prompted tremendous community interest. Her friends held a vigil last week and several attended the police press conference hoping for good news. She has the most amazing personality. She is the most wonderful person inside and out. She's a burst of sunshine. She is missed. We love her. There's going to be an outpouring of love and support for her, because she is much needed in the school, said former Dora French Immersion School teacher Cece Cole. We are heartbroken that she is missing and we hope that she is found alive and safe. As for the investigation, Bowers said there is no indication of foul play at this point, but detectives are working the case hard. He says Sylla's adult son, who lives with her, has cooperated with authorities. He did not attend the press conference. Bowers said, "We're continuing to ask for help from our community members, from the media, from our partner agencies in locating her and discovering her whereabouts." Sylla has not been heard from now for at least 2 weeks and hasn't been in contact with the people or groups she usually communicates with, including family, friends, and people from her mosque. Sylla's phone has been turned off since her disappearance. "It's very unusual for her. She's a very sociable person," Dennis told the News Review. Police have Sylla's vehicle, and she does not have her IDs or other personal items one would expect someone to take with them if they plan to go somewhere. Sylla is now considered a critical missing person, because she does not have a medication she needs with her. If anyone sees Sylla or knows where she is, contact Detective Davis at 240-542-2134, ddavis@greenbeltmd.gov, or the Greenbelt Police Department at 301-474-7200.
We just want to make sure everyone knows and kind of sees her face.
They walked the streets of the Greenbelt Village condominiums on Lake Park Drive. That's where Mariame Toure, known to her students and colleagues at the Dora French Immersion School as Madame Sylla, was last reported seen around 8 p.m. Saturday. The 60-year-old teacher, 5'7" with brown eyes and a radiant smile, was believed to be heading for nearby Shram Hills Park, where she liked to walk.
We know that you have the ability to find Madame Sylla, wherever she may be.
The number of people who gathered in a vigil for Toure's safe return said much about how beloved she is and by how many. Principal James Spence described staff reaction upon hearing the news that she's missing.
On day one, ran out and started looking. In the first hours, we were getting texts that they were going to go out and search these parks.
The park itself was exhaustively searched by law enforcement earlier this week. Greenbelt's police chief answered questions from friends who are beside themselves with worry.
We continue to follow all leads that have come into us. We keep all of our possibilities open as to the cause of her disappearance.
Police say Toure's belongings and medication were found in her home. Friends say that as a devout Muslim, she never misses prayers. An imam who has known her for years urged everyone in the community to keep looking.
Never should we lose hope in God's mercy. Anything could happen without our knowing the reason why.
Police say Mariame Toure was last seen walking through her neighborhood wearing a long, multicolored dress and a headscarf. In Greenbelt, Jackie Benson, News 4.